Zinc Media. Feel the power of knowledge.
When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. Then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Power Swabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is Ben Gordon with Power Swabs, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Power Swabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The secret is a tooth detergent that was developed by Dr. Martin Ginniger that lifts stains off of your teeth. Best of all, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you're done. To try Power Swabs risk-free, call 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140. I guarantee your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free today. 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
The following letters were written by our troops.
My dear fellow Americans, I truly appreciate your support. I was starting to wonder if people had forgotten about us over here, but then one of my buddies showed me this website, and now as tears are streaming down my face, I can see for sure that you haven't. Private Emily B., U.S. Army.
It's so heartwarming to see the American people not letting the men and women of the armed forces be forgotten. Your letters make a group of grown men, battle-hardened and gruff, act like a bunch of kids around a Christmas tree. Thanks. Staff Sergeant Matthew H., U.S. Army.
Your support may be the most important thing our troops can carry with them. But don't take our word for it. Take theirs. To show your support, visit americasupportsyou.mil. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Defense and the Ad Council.
When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. Then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. We leave no warrior behind. Wounded Warrior Project is a non-profit organization created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war. Whether those scars are physical or mental, we're here to make sure that they heal. And whether it's helping those with post-traumatic stress disorder live a normal life again, or giving much-needed support to injured warriors in veterans' hospitals. Because no one deserves our help more than the men and women who risk their lives to keep us safe. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Zinc Media. Feel the power of knowledge.
It is I, your lovable host, El Rod, coming to you live from my bunkerized home studio somewhere within the great granite state of New Hampshire, where the state... Big government or bust. It is November the 24th. Number that you can call this evening is 60... We'll get right to it, shall we? Or just bear with us as we try whole issue with the microphone situated and taken care of. Hopefully we won't have any issues this evening. If we do, then, well, obviously we'll just have to try to fix it on the fly. But new microphone is coming. I still have yet to decide between one of two different models, and there's something else that we're working on too. So I'm kind of hoping, but that it won't be necessary, because hopefully I'll be able to get something here in the bunkerized home studio, or that's even better than what I'm looking at. So we're working on it. So just hang in there. But we do have the Gobble Gobble Thanksgiving holiday coming up in a couple of days. I know we're getting knee deep into the holiday season. Now, I said it began back in October because, well, in days gone by, we couldn't say that. The holidays actually began, because Thanksgiving was the first of the season. It was the first big holiday. But now Thanksgiving is kind of the also ran holiday. It's not the huge holiday that it once was, because it's been usurped by none other than Halloween. Halloween. Isn't that that's from A Nightmare Before Christmas? Who would have thunk that you could take a holiday that is all about death and evil and destruction and combine it with a holiday that's all about light and life and hope and wonderment? Tim Burton, I got to tell you, I've seen A Nightmare Before Christmas. I did kind of like it, but at the same time, I shudder to think that somebody could create that. I really do. For that particular reason, because it's this dichotomy that brings these two polar opposites together, where this one dark character, was it Jack Skeleton or Skella something, whatever Jack's name is. He wants to be Santa. Now, what is Santa? I mean, Jack represents the opposite of life, does he not? And what does Santa represent? Santa represents life itself. Everlasting life, because Santa's immortal. I know. We've had the Tim Allen Santa Claus movies that show us that Santa is not exactly immortal. Obviously Tim Allen isn't the first Santa. But be that as it may, we also used to have the wonderful Guthrie Rankin? Rankin and Bass. That's it. Rankin and Bass. The stop motion animation programs, you would think that they've been around for decades and decades. Well, they've been around for about 30 or 40 years. That is true. So I guess that's 3 or 4 decades. But they were created not in the 40s or 50s or the 30s, but in the late 60s. Mid to late 60s is when we got a lot of those programs. Same with the Charlie Brown specials. A lot of those were created in the late 60s and early 70s. So they're relatively new holiday traditions, but they are, pretty much the classic American holiday tradition. And one of the things that we found in the Rankin Bass or Rankin and Bass, I think, not Bass and Rankin, maybe it was that way. One of the things that we noticed about them is they always brought what? Mrs. Claus was introduced. Santa Claus. Was it Santa Claus is coming to town? Kris Kringle, redhead, that type of thing when he was younger. They showed Santa and Mrs. Claus, praying to and paying homage to the reason for the season, Jesus Christ, which you don't get that kind of stuff on regular TV anymore. I mean, you got to kind of have to go to specific types of cable networks to get that kind of thing. But yeah, Jesus is the reason for the season. And I know there are a bunch of people out there that are talking about, well, there's like 5,000 different cultures with 5,000 different holidays around this time. I get it. I understand it. I also understand that basically the early Catholic Church specifically chose the 25th of December to take over the pagan ritual or holiday of winter solstice. Because nobody knows the exact day that Jesus Christ was born, but we do know, with obviously a fair amount of accuracy, that it wasn't in December. It was, it was a cold night, and in the Middle East, at that particular time, It was most likely sometime, without the snow, however, but it was pretty much a similar climb as the northern half of the United States. So around late August through September, possibly even early October, would have been that time frame for Christ. And we also know that when the census was taken, or the tax collection